Come as we are, my self-expression, descended by thy art in heaven, plant-centered, crying out of the coldest sack, soul leaking as soon as I was sworn in, delivered on earth, 12:03 late in the morning, so it always dawned in. Being a procrastinator was always comprehended, pigment coated of the hue man that was recommended, so there's no what ifs about my melanin what ifs. Blended in concoction of the multicultural. Didn't know I was a black star till the legal eagle's son tried to soar with vultures. Thought I was the only son. Found out 5 hours the second coming. Emotions drumming. Knowing there was already a sibling hamster at the wheel running. In addition to the double X chromosome, a sister. For 2 decades I truly missed her. The missing part of home. Thought I could never be home alone. Yet a forever long distance relationship transpired over the phone. Lonely with the heart of compassion and metronome. Knew from the get-go, love thy neighbor was set in stone. Yet I came from the trauma that inhibits the mind evoked to make the next Obama. And chapters of adolescence only added lessons, and the lack of fatherly presence became my essence. Always in Aries, so I don't always know the ramifications of what I make, but it's nothing compared to a father who called me a mistake. It wasn't an accident, being referred to my earthly parental figure as an actual dent. So showing love was truly a hard pin, is harking and larking. Imaginary friends in a misguided mind protected the child's trauma from what father timed. And only at 20 did I learn to love loss. Because when love lost, I had to cut ties with my fantasy, knowing my happiness is something that love crossed. Knowing the beast always incubated a fantasize about a flower. And life's love songs is nothing like Psalms of Diana Ross. So my emotions and thoughts would sometimes let loose. I weep in the after hours. I come with the most impulsive fleek, knowing I literally wear my heart on my sleeve. Yet sometimes I wonder, how do I breathe? Knowing a mediator's persona is an altruistic belief, but trying to give unto others sometimes seems like a false reprieve. Trying to be a gentle man always feels like a false promise I oath to achieve. Life's a lesson. In the desire to live it so hard I'm no longer livid. Coming as I means I absorb my limits. People appeasing was always a gimmick. Was either the in-between or the powerless misfit. So sometimes I feel like a walking limerick. Life's the greatest teacher. And sometimes the greatest lessons came from skipping class. So I really have the desire to be overly wealthy. The Marxist hits the chance to go through the eye of the needle. I carry the least of me, because I feel the richer the my desire for material, the more inherited the evil. So if I didn't fall to life's rock bottom, I would never know the bottom is where gems are columned to know what is evil, what's truly good and evil. I solemnly swear that there's value in virtue. It surpasses the deceitful. I come from determinations of my ancestral nature germinations. Seed for thought. My mother erecting the right foundation. Salutation to mother's migration. Fate led her to a safer destination. First generation to make that significance. So I come as my maker before me. I come in peace. Significance. Arnie.